old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for days of old lang syne. And here's a hand, my trusty friend, and here's a hand of thine. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. For old lang syne.
Good morning, welcome to the 31st of December. So this is the last time I'm going to do this. I'm going to record some bits between now and the podcast and then stick it on the end of the podcast as normal, so that you can see the rest of my 12 days of Christmas, because to be honest the next few days are literally going to be us taking down the decorations and I go back to work. so yeah, this will be the last one today. It's been great. Thank you so much for everybody who's stuck by me and watched. Also, thank you for everybody who's watched the Welding and Panto and has donated. If you haven't, there's still time. The links are below. And I would be really grateful. Thank you so much. We're blown away. Thank you so much for those that have watched and donated. It's so cool. So I'm going to open my 12 days of Christmas today. The blanket knit along and the jumper cowl both come to a close today. Today is the last day. I'm going to open the finished object thread for the blankets tomorrow. I'm also going to put on the form if you've done your first year blanket, if you finished your first year blanket. I'm going to put that up on it'll be linked everywhere I can link it. I'll link it below this video in retrospect. I'll do the link tomorrow when I have the link. It will be on my link tree in my Instagram and it will be on Revelry. If you cannot access via any of those three ways, email me on scr1tno@outlook.com and I will email you the link. We'll get there one way or another. We will get there. Finished objects will be on Ravelry and Instagram. There will be a hashtag for it, which will be scr1tno square a day cal 366 check-in, or 366. I'm not going to put check-in on it. So scr1tno square a day 366 FO will be the I'm going to write that down before I forget it. That will be the hashtag. Hold on. Right, so it's going to be SCR1, I'm going to put it down here as well, SCR1tno square a day 366 FO, and square a day have capital letters, so S for the S for the square, the A is a capital, and the D for the day is a capital, but I'll put it down here as well. So that'll be the check-in on Instagram. I'm going to leave it until I have no idea. I'm going to leave it until probably the 10th, I would imagine. Let's work out when podcasts are, shall we? Should we work out when the next podcast is? So it will go, we won't have one on the 3rd, so the first one will be the 10th, so I will close it on the 7th. So I'll give you 7 days to get your FOs in for both the blanket and the jumper. Unhelpful, Charlie. I just had a text back from my middle daughter having asked when they want her curry. She wants it both times, lunch and dinner, because she really likes curry. So the jumper cowl also will be on Instagram and on Ravelry, and the hashtag for that will be SCR1tno jumper cal FO, and the J for jumper and the K for cow will be in capitals. Again, I will put it under there. So again, I will put those, make them all active tomorrow. I mean, obviously in Instagram you can use that today if you want to, that's fine. And if you've already entered your FOs in Ravelry, please don't enter them on Instagram. Please only enter in one place, because it makes my life so much easier when I'm trying to draw prizes. We've got a lovely bag from So Can Joe, and 2 lots of sweater yarn from Lone, a Lonely Stock Lady, as part of the prizes. For the jumper cow, for the square a day cow, I think I've got some minis, and 2 people that have said that they'll do minis direct, so I just need to check with them that they're still happy to do that. And then yeah, that's cool. And then we start again. So we'll have a new square a day starting from tomorrow. So if you're a year 2 blanket, that's exciting. If you're a year 1 blanket you didn't quite finish, you've got a head start for next year. And if you're a brand new one, you can start your year 1 blanket. So any one of those will work. You can either, and whip's totally allowed. My Christmas blanket has already got 100 squares, so I've already breezed the first check-in. And that's fine. If you've got one like that, that's absolutely fine. And if you've fell off right at the end last year, which I know that there is a couple of people who did, you're going to breeze the first 2 check-ins. That's fine. You can still enter it. No worries. Yeah, exciting stuff. So yeah, that will be for 2021. So yeah, the first podcast will be, the first proper podcast will be the 10th of January. So I will make sure I've got the prizes sorted by then. There will not be a podcast the week of the 15th, so what will be the 17th of January, because that's the week Katie's moving. So I'll have one back, and then we'll have a break, and then we'll be back hopefully to normal schedule. Okay, so let's open some bits now. And of course I haven't prepped this. That's my lovely book from yesterday. Did anybody go out and buy it? I wouldn't blame you if you did. It was so pretty. You can see, this is all yesterday's, just sitting there. Right, here we go. So this is today's. So we're on day 7, I think. Let's have a look. Yep, day 7. So as I said, I will film myself opening these, but not put it out till the podcast. Ooh, it's a pink candy cane. I've not seen a pink one before. Meg will be happy, she loves candy canes. Oh, that's pretty. The Santa Claus. Just because you can't see something, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. That's really pretty. And you will see what I make with all of these things on the podcast. It's going to be very much a scrappy year, I think. I had a bit of a conversation with myself about the Rainbow Chronicles. Now, the Rainbow Chronicles is a knit-along that is being hosted by my lovely friend Kelly from Low Family Yarn and Jules of So Sweet Violet, and that's to knit a rainbow of socks throughout the year. So what I thought I might do is actually use the 10 gram mini packs that I've got from Kelly. I've got the first 2. I don't actually know where one of them is, I need to find it. And I'm going to knit scrappy socks. Because I'm doing the scrappy, I think if I knit scrappy socks, it'll fit in with the rotation a lot better. And going forward, I think the rotation won't be day 1, day 2, day 3. It might just be project 1, project 2, project 3. Because, for instance, my friendship blanket, it doesn't take me long to put a mini in that. So that will, I can get that and something else done the same day. And I'm going to knit the socks concurrently and do like one part, and I'm hoping that way I can get a pair of socks finished in a month for the scrappy, for that cow. Interruptions, I can't remember what I was saying now. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'm going to do scrappy socks. So part of what I want to do today is try and find those minis, the first pack for the cow, because that starts tomorrow. I also need to find 2 sets of sock needles, because I know one set's in my shorty socks that I never finished last year. One set's looking at me here in this sock, and then I've got 2 sets in my mittens. So I might need to order more needles in order to do it. Which should be really annoying. I don't know where my... needle holder is. Must be on the couch. Anyway, let's go on with this. This is what I was doing, wasn't it? So let's see who's today's diary is. This is really good fun. It's sort of a double whammy. Not only what does the yarn look like, but who's the diary? So okay, number 7. Wow, that's bright. Oh, look at that. Gamer Crafter. Wow. I love that. It's so cool. I have a friend I know who would adore this. I might have to split it with her. That's really cool. So that's number 7 on that one. And no, that's 2, not a 7. That is a 2, not a 7. That's 7. This is Craft House Magic with her Mistletoe Kisses one. Oh, that's pretty. It's got little smudges on it. Little smudges of a different colour. I've just lost the light. Thank you for that light. Hopefully that's focusing. Looks like it's struggling from where I'm sitting. So that's Eddie's one. That was really pretty. So as I said, the rest of them I will record and pop on the podcast. So there's a lot of information in today's vlog, between ending of cows and what's happening next year. So I'm still going to have a rotation, it's just going to be a slightly different one, and we are going to go and see whether we've got enough needles and whether we've got sorry, you got my attention now. So yeah, I need to go see if I can find the minis, find the needles, because I need 4, so I think I might struggle with that. And then a project bag, but I'm going to put it in Kelly's project bag that she gave me, so that's easy. So it's all ready to go. I want to wind up the first mini, so it's all ready to go tomorrow for the cow. So I'm going to take you along on my phone because you get better picture quality, but equally the sound isn't as good, so I'm not quite sure which you prefer, dodgy sound or dodgy picture quality. Let me know. So these are my licky needles. So let's see if we've got anything in here that resembles sock needles. Yes, so we've got one. I think that's it though. Yeah, and that's it. I don't think I've got any in the back here. They are not socks, they're 3.75. Okay, so we've got one, which I might just leave there for the moment. I need to get my tripod for you, hold on. Oh, let's go back this way. There's a little selfie sticky tripod-y thing over here. There we go. So if I put you on that. So this is in here. It's coming off. Ooh. And let's have a look. So these are the ones I thought they might be, but they're not. Nope, they're not in there. Nope, okay. My northeasterly is, which is good, because I was looking for that the other day. Ooh. So it's not in that one. Not in the fairy box. Okay. So next up is a possibility is in here. So let's remove cat scratching post. Oh, poof isn't under that. Oh, move the chair. Sit down, have a look. Should we see what's in here? Right, there is a lot of yarn in here that kind of got fed in here during Christmas. Oh, nice. Let's have a look. What have we got here? So that's my, so this is all my Christmas stuff. Nope, not in there. You fell over. Thank you. No, I'm right here. I'm searching for something that I cannot find, which is not helpful. So, oh, then this looks like that's definitely one. So that's definitely one of them, but I think that's number 2 rather than number 1, which means that number 1 there's a good chance is upstairs. So that would have been the sock set that I would have used. Powder puff. But I'm actually not using now. So we're going to go and have a look upstairs. Demi, there is absolutely no room for you in this cupboard. I promise you. There is no way that a ginger cat is going to fit in there. Come on, that way. That way. Right, come on. Move. Scooter your booty. No, don't scooter your booty in there. You're not going to fit. Where in what universe do you think you're going to fit in that cupboard, Dems? You need another dimension to fit in there. There we go. Not going to fit. Going to move? Good girl. Right, so not in cupboard stash 1. So let's put the chair back, which actually isn't going to be easy because there's a cat underneath it. So now we're going to go and have a quick look upstairs. We did, yeah, I can say we did keep those minis out. We did. They're here. So as I said, I think this is for, I think that's the second one. Right, let's go and have a nosy upstairs. Okay, you're now in my craft room, which is in a bit of a state because everything comes off of downstairs, upstairs during Christmas, and this is where it gets dumped. But possibly a good place to look for missing yarn. It's not going to be in there because that only came up yesterday. Don't think it's going to be in here either. Let's have a look. Is it in any of these? I quite literally have Kelly's minis everywhere, but not the one I want. Not in there. And the bottom one's fabric, so it's definitely not in that one. Oh, mum. Let's put you over there for a minute. Nope, not behind there. Don't think it got in here. No, this is all Sherry Iris yarn. There's no way. Oh, there is actually. Yes, way. There is a way it could put away. I might actually put it away. So, can you see down there? Don't know if you can see or not. I think they may be in here. I think that might be it. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are they them? I think I might have to message Kelly and go, help. I think those are them. Yep, I think those are them. So, oh, this is going to be so nice when all this is downstairs. So I'm still prepping my bag. I've just found the little stitch marker that the lovely Ali gave me, my friend Ali. It's a rainbow, so I've put that on the handle of my bag. And then she also gave me these absolutely fabulous little reels of cotton, stitch markers, which I absolutely adore. I adore these. So I've left 2 as progress keepers. That one and that one is going to be the progress keeper for each of the socks. And then these ones I've put just little jump rings on, or put them onto little jump rings. So I can use these as stitch markers when I'm turning the heel. So that's my stitch markers and progress keepers sorted. I've got these scissors. Not quite sure what I'm doing. I'm showing you my kind of the floor. Got these scissors, and then I love these needles for sewing up. So I bought a pack on Amazon and got loads. I thought there was only supposed to be like 2, and I got a pack of like 20, I think. I don't know whether that was my mistake or Amazon's mistake, but if it was Amazon and my mistake, then these are really cheap. But I like these bent ones. Can you see that? It's bent up at the end. Much prefer these for sewing up. So one is going to go in my Christmas socks and one is going to go in here. I have got my needles. I've got 2 of my needles. I'm assuming there's another 2 around here somewhere. That's 3. There's number 4. That's number 4 there. So I found this needle cozy for 1 set. Let's see if these are actually, they're a set. So they can go in here. All ready to cast on tomorrow. And this little needle cozy, there we go, is from Craft House Magic. So that's 1 set. And then this one I think is the Sherry Iris one. So that can go in the other one. So getting all prepared. One and that one. So that's all prepared now. Then I've got this lovely little notions bag that my friend Katie, who is our moderator on Revelry, made me, and a badge from my daughter Charlie on the back. I love my mummy, which I adore. So that's going to have my progress keepers and stitch markers in, my needle and my scissors. Right, so I'm going to wind these up now so that I can take a photo for Instagram, and that'll be that done. And then I've got a pile of bits and pieces that I want to just pop in the back of my Christmas journal, because having said that it was finished, I then found this little pile while I was looking for the Giddy Yarns piece of paper, so that can now go in there. I also thought actually afterwards I would probably want to put in the little bits from Bumbling Yarns as well. So that's not quite done. It's not as done as I thought it was. Right, I'm going to wind up my yarn and take the photo. That's what I'm going to do next. Then I'll do this. It's a busy day. Busy crafting day, but it's so much fun. I thought I'd share a few bits and pieces with you on the journaling side of things that I do. So this is the journal I use. You can't actually see it, but it says New Era, and I get them from Amazon. And I'll show you that's the layout. And I tend to use this bit here for just like a journal entry of the day, but I also try and fill in this bit not only with things that I need, you know, appointment times and stuff, but things I'm doing during that time. So if I can find one that, let's have a look. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on that page that I can't share. So this is what I do for a actual layout. So let's start at the top. Things I'm thankful for. I try and do that each day, and they tend to be kind of little things, but things I'm very thankful for. Things I need to do. My to-do list. I mean, this obviously is a bit more fuller when I'm working and things. I try to do a little bit of what the weather's doing. So it was sunny and frosty. The high was 4 and the low was -3. And I've got, baby, it's cold outside, and it's not that warm inside either. And then my wins and accomplishments. I won a game of Ingenious, which was a real accomplishment for me. I finished the Christmas journal, and I did the Tosco's order. So sometimes my wins are really small. My things I learned actually were things I learned yesterday, which was how to delete video footage from my Mac, how to make folders and back up properly, and how to manage iMovie. So that was kind of a cool one there. Then this was a kind of hour by hour of what I did yesterday. And then that's a picture of the moon last night. And then that's my journal entry for yesterday. So that gives you an idea of what I do with it. So it looks a bit like that when I finish. Sometimes it's fuller if I do an actual spread, but I haven't done a spread in this one at all for some reason. I don't know why I've not done a spread, but for Christmas Day, for instance, is not a spread, but I did that one. Put my hand over that. I did that, and it's just literally, it's at the bottom there, it says, because a picture paints 1,000 words. So I just did photographs, and the bottom of that says, wear beep oven gloves when roasting potatoes on Christmas Day, because every year I burn myself. So that's my day-to-day journal that goes everywhere with me, has everything in it. It has a lot of work stuff in it if I'm working. Obviously I'm on holiday at the moment, but yeah, I've got all my work stuff in here as well as my personal stuff. So that's my everyday journal. I'm going to carry that on to next year. Hold on. So this is exactly the same journal, and apologies if you are a regular viewer because you've seen all this. So this is exactly the same journal. This is a New Era journal, but this is a cover I made for it. And they last 3 months. So this was July, August, September. And this was October, November, December. So I'm about to start a new one tomorrow. This probably has got more of a layout in it, if I'm honest. So yeah, that's trip out, socks, a photo that's falling out for some reason. So there's all sorts in that one. So that's a bit more like what it is normally. And yeah, that's the cover I made. Now I did fully intend to make a cover for that one, and I never got round to it. So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to, at the moment anyway, at least until I've made more covers, I'm going to take that one off for the summer. That will be the summer one. So in July that one will go on. So I need to make one for the January, February, March, and April, May and June. So January, February, March would be what would we call that? Because April, May, June would be more spring to me. So what do we call January, February and March, guys? Winter? I might do something kind of wintry for that one, but not Christmassy. So yeah, so I might take that one off and use that for that particular point, the summer. So that's my summer one. So yeah, so that will be finished at the end of today. So that's my everyday journal. Now, I also have a book journal, which I have been really bad about keeping up, but this is the book journal I use. It's alphabetized down the side. And I use it by the first letter of the title. Is how I put mine in. So I've got the lost symbol in here. Apparently I did read all of that. I mean, I listened to it on it, so I also put it if I listen to it on Audible as well. I class that as read. So I need to write in this. Hold on, let me show you the damn brown. I haven't finished that because it says memorable quote and thoughts and impressions, and I haven't written it in. So that was the lost symbol. What's the one in previous? Oh, 10,000 Doors of January. That one might actually be a bit more than what I do with it. So I do memorable quotes as I go through. Notes and all the details. You can tell that was the January book, can't you? But I have got my 2 Christmas books I need to put in here. I need to put in all of the His Dark Materials, what are they called? Northern Lights Chronicles, which I listen to on Audible. I need to put in all of the Sabrill, Garth Nix, all of those books I also listen to on Audible. I need to put them in. So I'm so behind on this, it's not funny. So I'm going to spend some time over the next couple of days trying to catch this up and being better about filling it in. I'm also not sure whether I want to keep it in this or not, because it comes with a kind of cover, but I think I'm more likely to use it if I just leave it as a book. So I'm going to put that to one side, the cover. If I decide I want to put it back in, I can, but if not, I'm going to leave it there. Then I've also got this. So these are the cards that I used for my knitting, which are fab because they stay in your project bag and you can write all your details on them, which I find really useful, and I'm more likely to use these than I am to fill this in. However, I like to be able to look through a book at everything I've done, so I'm going to use these together. I'm going to catch up the things that I haven't put in here from here, and going forward I'm going to use both, which might sound like a bit of a waste of time, but I like being able just to kind of look back at all of everything. So I am actually going to go through this and put it in here, and I'm still going to keep these as my little project cards in my project bag, but I'm going to then use the details on this in this book and put them in here. So I won't have it like that anymore. I will have them in here, the details in here, because I think that these all serve as an aid memoir to fill this in. That's my thoughts. Also for Christmas I got a gardening journal from my eldest daughter. I have no idea what that went. I will have to show you that another day. I don't know where that went. But the idea is I am going to keep these 3 books and the gardening journal, when I can find it, in this bag. So there we go. I may very well embroider on it at some point. If I get really fancy, I might try and embroider the word journals across it. But then I've got somewhere to keep them. It's neat and tidy, where I can grab them. I know where they are. And they're not scattered all around the house, is my thoughts. Found it. Okay, so this is the gardening journal. It's my gardening handbook. And this was from Katie. It's got all sorts of lovely bits and pieces to fill in. And it's split into summer, autumn, spring, my garden photos, journals, my plants. Essential tasks. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to using this. So that's going to stay in here. Again, it's got, so it's my gardening handbook. So that's what it looks like on there. So again, it's got one of these. But the problem with these is, as soon as you stick anything in them, they no longer fit. And what I'd like to do, as well as using photos in this, I'd like to press flowers and put pressed flowers in it too. So as things grow, I can pop them in there. And I've got the my little flower press from Sherry Iris that I got in my Quiet Moments advent calendar that would be ideal to keep. My chair's falling down. Would be ideal to keep with it, so I could possibly pop it in this bag, and then I will always know where they are. I won't necessarily always know where the bag is, mind you, but I'll always know where the journals are. So I'm going to keep that one as well for the moment and see whether I actually keep it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to using this too. Yeah. Anyway, I've waffled on for far too long today. I dread to think how much chat you've got from me. So I'm going to thank you very much for following me this Vlogmas. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for commenting. I've loved chatting back. Don't forget to add your FOs into the Finish Object thread, which will be open tomorrow. If this gets up tonight or today, if this doesn't get up till the morning. Look out for the podcast on the whatever it was that I said it was going to be. That would have been so professional if I'd actually got that up, wouldn't it? On the 10th. Look out for the podcast on the 10th. I think I'm keeping to that that schedule. I think I'll record on Thursday, upload on Sunday. I may record on Fridays for the time being because I won't be working and I'm stuck at home. So yeah, no. I shall look forward to chatting to you in the podcast. If there's anything you want to see in the podcast, let me know. Obviously there will be knitting. There may very well be spinning one day when I get my wheel back and sorted. There will be embroidery when I get round to doing some. I'm suffering with the embroidery at the moment just because I struggle to see and I use the natural light. We haven't really got any. So I think that'll be something that'll come back much more in the spring when I can, especially when I can sit outside and do it. I love sitting outside and embroidering for half an hour after I finished work each night is a complete treat and I love it. So I will show you embroidering when I've done it. Yeah, and do you want to see the journals? And do you want the vlogs at the end like I used to do? Do you want me to pop a little, if I've got any footage from that week, do you want me to pop it in at the end? Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, there will be a vlog at the end of the first one just simply because it'll be the rest of my 12 days. Right, I think that's enough from me. Take care wherever you are and I'll see you in the podcast on the 10th.